Hey folks, I'm John from Bike Fit Advisor. A little bit ago I did a video about how to relax the upper body on your road bike through just a simple change in the wrist position and handlebar position. And I got a number of questions asking what can be done or if there's something applicable that can be done for mountain bikes. And there is, so we're going to talk about that today. So not surprisingly, the road version, it started with a change in wrist position, and the mountain bike version is going to be similar. And what the mountain bike version hinges on is the amount of bar sweep that the handlebar has. And when we're talking about handlebars, there's a number of dimensions. We have the width of the bar, which is end to end. We have the rise of the bar, which is how much the bar comes up or how much it rises. And then we have the sweep of the bar, which is how much the bar bends back towards the rider. And it's measured in the number of degrees. And you can see with this bar, as I lift it up this way, you can kind of see how the bar would bend back towards me when I orient it this way. And this is, incidentally, this is about 15 degrees of sweep. Now, most bars come off the shelf, like when you buy a new bike. Most bikes are going to have a bar on there that's from 3 to 10 degrees of sweep. But there are many varieties that are 15 degrees. There's 17 into the 20s, 40s, even to the 50s. With the more extreme versions. Now, I'm not here to tell you that more is always better or that you absolutely need to have more sweep in your handlebar, but if you're struggling on the mountain bike, this might be a real simple and relatively cheap avenue to take to improve your comfort. So how does the bar do this? Well, when we're on a straight bar, one that has little to no sweep in it, the wrists are going to be put into a slightly radially deviated position, for one, which is this position here where our hand is angled towards the radius on the forearm. And what this will then do is it will push the elbows out and the shoulders up into this very sort of strong looking stance on the bike. And many times you'll see riders coming down the road or coming down the trail, and they will be in this posture with this really awkward elbows out sort of look to them at times. Now, this elbows out position can actually be a very stable position in some instances when we're in very technical terrain or some very tricky cornering and things like that. However, it can work against us through a lot of the rest of our riding. So what happens when we go from a straight bar to one with more sweep? So now the hands are going to be out of plane with one another, and this allows the wrists to relax and allows the elbows to drop down so that they're now pointed behind the rider or down towards the ground a little bit more, which then allows the rider to lower their shoulders and actually to engage the lat muscles underneath the arms. And the lat muscles are important because they actually have an attachment to the lumbar spine, and so they can help provide better stability to the spine and into the pelvis as we sit on the saddle. And it does go back, as the road version does, it goes back to what position it puts the shoulder blades in as well. Because as the elbows drop down and the shoulders drop down with them, the shoulder blades drop down and come back in, or as we say, retract a little bit, into a slightly more stable position for the upper back. So there's a lot of these bars out there. Let me know in the comments below what your experience is with them. Did you scrap your swept bar for a straighter version or vice versa? Are you struggling with upper body issues on the bike? I've even had clients where they were struggling with saddle issues, and this was a really good step in the right direction. So let me know your thoughts below. And again, I appreciate all the support that's been coming in the last few weeks. Please check out my other videos and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.